chocolate. I'm not gonna eat it.
I'm gonna have another ice cream. Don't worry.
What?
Yeah.
You know, how you gonna eat that much?
The mint.
How do you-
I wanted a mint one. I told him. That's why I didn't want to. First, I wanted the coconut, then I want the mint. I'm gonna work out tonight. I'll be okay. It's called balance.
No, that's why you're thick.
That is true. Because I like to eat.
You hide the cheat days with muscle.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
And the feelings. You know how that TikTok was like, what do we do with our feelings? We
Okay.
hide them in our muscles.
Oh, no muscles.
Who the hell can stop me? Go!
Surprise?
Say what?
Sunday? Okay.
Who the hell can stop me?
Okay, I got a question for you. What do you get when you take an entrepreneur, a fashion model, a fitness model, and you put them in a bikini and you take them to a waterfall?
Who the hell can stop me? Who the hell can stop me? Who the hell can stop me?
For those of you who watched the interview with Melissa in the ice cream shop, you may have picked up on she was asking me if we should share what we had planned to do Sunday.
Who the hell can stop me?
And I'm gonna say this. I said no. I was like, "Oh, no, forget them. No, don't say. I don't think that she knew. She had an idea, but I really don't think she knew exactly what the waterfall shoot was gonna be like. But I'll say this, I'll give her credit. Not only did she take in what she was presented, but she slayed it.
Are you gonna use it? Do a few shots with it on and then take it off. It won't hurt to have to, you don't have to use it.
Who the hell can stop me?
Pull it.
One of the issues that we had on this shoot, I don't really call it an issue. I mean, I knew this going in, but with Melissa, I didn't really have the time to really do a briefing on what to expect and how things were gonna go. One of the crazy things is that the waterfalls is loud, water crashing down, mist coming up, and the communication was very difficult. We had to be at least 50 yards away with a lot of noise, pounding water coming down. And it got to the point where it was just about hand gestures. I was like, now, part of the discussion that I like to have ahead of time is that, okay, we're gonna work in a certain area. There's what we call a shoot zone. If you're shooting pictures and you're shooting video, you set the light up for that zone. If you move out of that zone, the shot is like, I won't say it's ruined, but it's not optimal. Yep. Miss Mente Cuerpo not only went to level 1, but she went to level 2. Then she went to level 3. But having done my homework, and a few of the people that were there with us were very concerned, but this is not my first rodeo. And between doing the homework and watching her very closely as she proceeded on the rocks, I knew that she knew what she was doing. I knew that she was being careful. And I would say something to her every now and then to ensure that she didn't move out of the shot, to keep her in what I would consider to be a safe place, a safe zone. I knew she was a go-getter. I knew she was a passionate person. I knew she was in great physical condition. And most importantly, I knew that she was a rock climber.
Right there. Right there.
And just when I thought it can't get any worse, or the other way of looking at it, just when I thought that it couldn't get any more epic, she went to the crazy zone. She went to a point where my camera couldn't even see where she was. But if it wasn't for the information, the knowledge the homework that I did on her. If it wasn't for that, I would not have agreed, or I would not have brought it up to take her to this location. Mente cuerpo. Now, I don't speak Spanish. And for those of you who don't speak Spanish also, what mente cuerpo stands for is strong mind and strong body. New models, new photographers, even if you're an experienced model, an experienced photographer, if you're not experienced with that kind of location and the demands of that kind of location, I would strongly suggest start with the local park, the little water attractions, the rock attraction. Start with that first. Understand what it takes as a photographer, what it takes to still get a shot in extreme positions. As a model, understand that you have to move slowly and you have to communicate with the photographer, because if you start just doing whatever you want or whatever you think, the photographer may not be set up just yet when you're doing your thing, and you just might not be in the right place. It's not gonna happen. So yeah, you guessed it. We had some great shots. And Miss Mente Cuerpo went to the crazy zone. Now I say she went to the crazy zone, but she had the heart, the determination, and the passion to set the stage for epic. And I'm not no slouch. I was right behind her, making sure that she was safe, guiding and directing her into the right spot. And we nailed it. She nailed it.
That's what she. We'll have to bring a bullhorn next time. Or just kind of establish something.
Melissa! Melissa!
That's all I was trying to tell her before. Right there.
There's nothing over there. Melissa!
So let me end with this. If you're a new photographer, a new model, I would strongly suggest that you work up to something like you've seen in this video, because it is very dangerous. It could end with epic shots or end with a crazy ride to the hospital. And once you go down and hurt yourself, a knee, hit your head, sprain a wrist, the shoot is over. Not only is the shoot over, but guess what work is going to be like on Monday if you're able to go to work on Monday. So I say all of that to say, take it seriously, do your homework, and be sure you're prepared. And photographers, it's my opinion, but it's your responsibility when you take a model into a location like that. Let them go home the same way they came. And if sometimes you have to say some things that they don't like or they don't want to hear, or you have to say, no, I won't do that, you just have to do that, because it's more important for them to go home and be able to shoot again than to get a shot. And then you don't even want to post that shot because they're never going to be the same for the rest of their lives.
I knew she wanted to do it.
So in my head, I'm like, Melissa, this is good enough. And Melissa was up there saying, and I'm like, I'm good. We're good. And she went anyway. And the thing is in a normal situation, I probably would have put my hands up and did like this and told her to stop. But I knew her background. I knew what she was capable of. And I watched her very closely as she started venturing out on the rocks. I just knew that she knew what time it was and she was going to be safe. And I was right. Now I will say, if you're planning on doing a shoot like this, do your homework. Make sure you have the right equipment and as photographers, be very versed with someone. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna get out of here. But until next time, have fun, be safe, and I'll see you on the other side. And if you decide to shoot at a waterfall or a very challenging location, please do your homework. It could be the difference between an epic shoot or a miserable fail.
Oh no. That's your shoes wet.